What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode on the Life is Hunter YouTube channel. It's your boy, the one and only Hugh Hunter on the mic today. And as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking to my young adults today, my young professionals, right? Individuals who are in their mid-20s. I think this is a video that we definitely well need to hear, right? Definitely well need to hear. If you are in your 20s right now, you're probably in a stage of your life where you are grinding, hustling. Honestly, well, you should be. If you're in your 20s and you're not doing that, then I want you to take this video as the wake-up call to understand that these years, right, from age 19 to age 31, that's a good 11 to 12 years time span where you could do a lot right now in your life. This is the moment in your life where you're laying down a lot of foundation, a lot of cement to what the next couple of years of your life is going to be like. And now for me, myself, right, it's actually going to be my birthday next week. 25 years old, I'm about to turn 26. Right, I know some of y'all might have thought that I was a lot older, but nah, this wisdom just came from honestly a lot of experience that I've had in my life at a very early age. And I could kind of give some advice to somebody who's still in their 20s, right, or in their young 20s, in their early 20s, and help you understand that, bro, you got time. You have a lot of time in the sense that the lifestyle that you want, the type of version of yourself that you want to become, us in our 20s, especially in this day and age, especially as 2024, if you are a man in particular, if you've been in this, you can say personal development space for quite some time, you probably put a lot of pressure on yourself to be successful. You probably put a lot of pressure on yourself to smash your goals, to become the best version of yourself. And what happens when we're in this grind mode, right, we get so tunnel vision that we might end up start being a little bit depressed because we feel like we're doing so much, but at the same time, we're not doing enough, right? Drop in the comment section if that's how you feel. You feel like you're doing so much, but at the same time, you're not doing enough. And I want you to understand, you're not the only one, right? There's a lot of people who are in their 20s and shit, probably even in their 30s, that feel the same exact way, that they're late to the game and that they have to, double down on certain things to kind of get ahead, to catch up. And I want you to understand that God's timing is going to happen in God's timing. When it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. You stressing yourself out more ain't going to make it happen quicker. I'll be completely honest with you about that. If anything, what you're doing, you're actually kind of pushing the success, pushing the goals, pushing the results that you want farther away, because the universe has this thing, right? It's like the more you chase something, the farther and the more it runs away from you. Why is that? Is the reason why is because the goals and the things that you want, the type of relationship, the woman that you want, the man that you want, the type of business that you want, the type of lifestyle and freedom that you want, you actually have to attract that into your life. And the only way that you can attract that into your life is by becoming the version or the person that resonates with those things, right? And it took me a while for me to really understand this, for me to really get this in my head, because I'm a person that, I'm working, I'm hustling, I'm working overtime, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing everything that I need to try and smash and crush my goals. But then for me, I'm still like, dang, why haven't I reached the finish line yet? The reason why is, one, because of consistency, right? Consistency is going to win over motivation all day long. But what it is that I'm not that guy just yet, right? I'm not that man, that version of myself that knows that he can handle being $10,000, $20,000 in drawdown when I'm in a trade, because I'm not there yet, right? You got to think about it. A lot of times we want the success, we want the riches, right? We want the freedom. But ask yourself this, right? Matter of fact, I'll ask you for you. If I gave you the type of money that you wanted right now, right? However much that was, if that was 100,000, whether that was $250,000, whether that was 8 million. If I gave you that money right now, do you feel as though you would be prepared or ready for it? I bet half of y'all just had some kind of, like, your heart just skipped a beat. You just had some hesitation. Your mind might have said yes, but your heart didn't feel it. And the reason why is because we can lie to ourselves, but sometimes we can't lie to our spirit. We can't lie to our soul. And somewhere deep down inside in your soul, mentally that you're not ready for that money yet. You're not ready for that kind of lifestyle responsibility that comes with that kind of income that you're looking for, that you're chasing to get. And that's okay. And that's okay. The reason why is because nobody's prepared for anything when they're just born out of the womb, right? A baby doesn't just know how to run, right? I mentioned this in the last video. A baby just doesn't know how to run out the room. What happens is that they have to learn a few things, right? They have to learn how to crawl. Then after that, they have to learn how to stand. Then they stumble for a little bit, fall, hit their head a couple of times. But then soon, before you know it, they keep trying, and they start running. Right? The reason why that you haven't gotten to the level of success or the goal that you want so much is because you haven't been through the fire enough yet. Think about it. The best meals take some time for them to cook, right? That's why you would prefer to have a home cooked meal that you know your lady, your wife, your girl, she took time to prepare, right? She put some thought into it. She gave some love into it. You know what I'm saying? It might have took a little bit longer than that quick McDonald's fast food, that microwavable food, right? That pre-made food that you got from the supermarket. It might take a little bit longer, but what fills you up? What nourishes you more? The home cooked meal that took some time. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, we're in our 20s right now, and we want to go. We want to get to where we want to be at as soon as possible. But then this is the thing, though. A lot of times the universe, it can smell it on you. It can smell it on you that it knows that you're not ready for that type of income or that type of responsibility that comes with that income. More money means more problems for real. Like, I want you to really take that saying and really take it serious. Like, okay, cool. Like, I have to understand that it's not just the money that's going to come with it when I get to my goals, the responsibility, the type of lifestyle, the type of standard that now I have to uphold myself to so I can maintain that money. Those are the things that are going to come that a lot of times people don't really see when they're in the process or hustling, trying to get to where they want to be at. We know a lot of childhood actors and entertainers who've seen a lot of success and riches very early. And what happens is a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times they either fizzle out of existence or they crash out. They crash out because, one, they didn't develop the wisdom and the intellect and the know-how to know how to properly handle that money and that success when it came their way, but also because they were young, because they were very ambitious, and that a lot of people around them who were maybe older didn't fully understand that young and ambitious mindset also comes with a lot of being tunnel vision. They were around the echo chamber of yes people, right? They were around the echo chamber of yes people, and this is why they end up crashing out, getting hooked on drugs or getting into bad deals, right? And getting finessed or getting into the wrong industry, things like that, right? Or because they haven't developed enough maturity and wisdom, they don't know how to say no to people. That's a lot of people's shortcomings and a lot of reasons why people don't see success is because they don't know how to say no. Say no to their wife when they're trying to spend time with them, when they want to be working. They don't know how to say no to a job when they're trying to give them more work with the same amount of pay. They don't know how to say no to friends that want to hang out when they know they need to stay locked in. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these child actors, they didn't know how to say no to bad influences because they didn't develop the wisdom and the intellect to be ready for that money when it came their way. You see what I'm saying? The reason why a lot of people stay in their situation, they stay broke, they stay in poverty, is because ignorance to some people really is bliss. Think about it. When you don't have to worry about the lawnmower people coming to your house every single month to cut your grass, that's one responsibility, right? That's left off your plate. But for a rich person, they have to make sure that they coordinate with that person to come one time a month, right? To be able to cut the grass, right? That's a responsibility. You could also say that's another liability, right? So if you don't know how to handle, if you don't know how to handle small problems effectively, quickly, and without it stressing you out, then you're not going to be prepared for the big problems when they come your way. And that's why God is giving you this time, or the universe, right, is giving you this time for you to grow. Right? The universe probably is beating you up and you probably feel like, yo, I can't handle it. How am I supposed to get through this? The reason why is because the universe is pruning you. It's preparing you, right? It's putting you through the ringer. It's literally beating you up literally so you can learn how to handle yourself in the next fight. You see what I'm saying? This is something that I had to come to terms with myself, right? I'm seeing a lot of success. I'm seeing the money coming in, but it's not where I want to be at yet. And now what I'm doing is, instead of being appreciative and grateful for where I'm at right now, being grateful that you're in your 20s and you're hustling, you're grinding, you have the mindset and the intellect that you have, instead of being grateful, you're being unappreciative of it. And what happens is that you're stressing yourself out. Now you're overthinking situations. You're overthinking YouTube videos. You're overthinking your plan, right? When we talked about in the last video, staying focused, following one course until success. You don't need to think about trying to do 4, 5, 7 different things all at the same time so you can get there quicker. No, what you need to do is designate what is something that you're specifically good at, that you can specialize in. Double down, triple down on that, and understand that there's going to be a process to it. There's going to be a time period from where you are right now to the person that you want to be. There has to be that time in there. You see what I'm saying? And think about it. If you're in your mid-20s, you're doing something that a lot of people aren't even doing, even in their 40s, even in their 50s, right? And by you being consistent, by you believing yourself, by you being patient with yourself, that's how you can get to the finish line a lot faster when you're 32, when you're 35, and you can really start living it up. So I just want to leave you guys off with a quote that one of my mentors said during one of his speeches. And he said, there's a lot of young people here in the crowd today, right? Because this is at an event. And he said, a lot of you guys range from 21 to 29, and you guys are probably super hungry and super quick to be where I'm at 33. He's about to be 34. He became rich and successful at 29, going into 30, from what he said in this story, right, during this speech. And he said, a lot of you motherfuckers, is basically what he said, would even really want to be super rich and successful in your 20s. Because think about it. If you got super rich and you became a multi-millionaire by the time you were 24, 25, by the time you're 35, you've pretty much done everything. If you start thinking about it, you would have traveled the world multiple times, right? You would have had great and amazing experiences, right? But what happens is one, now you've never really taken a lot of time for you to fully know yourself. You haven't had enough opportunity or time to really develop and learn and know who you are without the money. Right? A lot of times people think that money corrupts. In reality, no, it doesn't. Money is just going to enhance who you truly are inside. But if you haven't taken time to work on yourself, to go through the healing process, right, work through your traumas, right, kind of grow in not only intellect and wisdom and emotional intelligence, right, learning how to be compassionate, you're going to be a broken individual with just more money, and what's going to happen is that you're going to become even more broken. If not, you're going to leave a path of brokenness around you. This is why a lot of people who are, like I said, young celebrities, right, young childhood actors, or even young rappers, why do a lot of them crash out or get hooked on drugs? It's because of the wisdom was never there, right? My mentor, what he was saying was that in your 20s, you want to be grinding. You want to be, getting it out the mud. You want to be not only traveling, right, things of that nature, but you want to be developing genuine friendships, genuine connections, people around you in your circle that you know for a fact like you and love you for you, right? You want a girl who's going to like you for you without any money. Because that's how you know it's going to be real. The moment you get the money, now you've lost the opportunity to actually kind of filter out through the women that are just going to use you for your money. You see what I'm saying? You haven't had the opportunity to actually see what a woman who likes you just for you really is like, and not what you can provide or can bring. So you're almost shooting yourself in the foot by missing out on that opportunity, trying to get rich as quickly as possible, right? Literally, he said that you should be having women like you for just you and your backpack. That's it. Because then that's how you can know that it's real. And in this period, in this moment of life, while you laying down foundation, you never know. You might find you the one, a person who can accelerate and enhance what you got going on. You just so focused on trying to smash your goals, not realizing that a lot of the beauty is within the process. If you really look at it, all of the most successful, highly successful people that we know and love, right, that were able to maintain their success. I'm talking about the Oprah Winfreys, the Kevin Harts, the Denzel Washingtons, the Morgan Freemans, John Cena, even Will Smith, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. All of these people became super successful, wealthy, famous, and rich in their later years, post their mid-20s, right? The Rock might be a different exception because he's been in wrestling and in entertainment for years, but you know, other people like Oprah, things of that nature, they were in their mid, if not late 20s, mid 30s, early 30s before they started getting notoriety, before they started getting out there. And what happens is that they were able to kind of filter through a lot of the bullshit that a lot of people have to go through when they first get success at an early age, right? You get all the money now. Now everybody has a handout. Everybody wants something from you. But I promise you, if you spend time filtering through the fake friends, by the time you're in your later 20s, you already know who's down for you or not. You know if you hit the lottery, these people aren't going to come call and ask you for money because you know that they real. Because they were with you when you were broke. They seen you go through the grind. You know what I'm saying? Compared to you getting rich overnight, and now you have a flock of yes men, a flock of fake people that all want to be around you just because you're lit now. Right? Just because you're lit now. Understand that wisdom is developed through time and experience and knowledge applied on a consistent and daily basis. That's how you develop wisdom. That's the only way that you can develop wisdom. Wisdom cannot be passed down. It has to be gained. It has to be earned through time. And I want to leave you guys with this. Right, you're in your 20s right now. You might think that you're late, but in reality, you are in right timing, my friend. And just think and start painting the picture. Where can you be at in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 15 years? And start today. Start today being consistent towards your goals. Don't try and rush it and think that you could pull the future quicker towards you. No, 2025 is going to happen when 2025 happens. 2030 is going to come when 2030 comes. But now ask yourself, who do you want to be by the time 2030 comes? What do you need to do right now so by the time 2030 comes, you could be that version of yourself that you're looking to become? And with that being said, until the next video, I'm Hugh Huncho, and I'm out.